So today we want to talk about how to hit. We want to talk out on how to hit a board or to change something that is on top of other ICs. For example, if you check this one was removed. It was removed, and there are ICs here, and the ICs are still there. They were not affected. You see, all of them are there. They were not affected. So most of us believe that it is impossible, and this one was removed and will be replaced without anything being affected. So as we are back to operations, I have two boards here. So you are in a situation where you want to replace this, and it is a plastic stuff. You want to replace it. It's a plastic stuff, so you can't just hit it upper one without damaging it, because also down here there are some components that can be affected. So if you get yourself in a situation, I have two of them because I want to operate on two of them and give you a condition where you should use them. You see this, I want to remove this and then also replace this so that we see the difference. You see, it's a plastic. So plastics normally you can't do what? On plastics you can't hit them. They will affect you. So the very first thing you want to do is to control the machine you will use to operate this. And on the machine control, what I want you people to understand is that air is what removes the smaller particles when you are eating. So what you will have to do, check on a recommended air set. On your out air, set the air at 3.5 or rather 3. Why? Because this will supply the lower heat and will not blow anything away. You see, these particles are smaller particles. You see, they are very small. So when blown, they will be carried away by the too much air. Okay, on heat, you'll have to hit the board, and the lower components will also be heating. So wherever it can't heat properly, just know nothing will remain there. So you don't put proper. So on the heat, we'll use our heat at 320. That's very well, it's set at 320 so that it don't heat. Then the next thing you should avoid shaking. Make sure the board is supported properly so that you know wherever the particles are heated, these ones, wherever they are heated, if you do a slight shaking, they can fall. So avoid that one. The last thing to avoid when heating the nozzle, this hot air tip, make sure it is not close to your, make sure it is not close with the board, because it can touch the components and let them fall. So I said the things we should use. We will need a tweezer to hold the component. We will use this, we call it the soldering paste. Why? Because when you are heating the lower one, the soldering paste will not be applied here. You see, it will not be applied here. So when you heat it properly, it will just melt. But if you use this will supply the heat here. So the amount of heat that will reach here is double of this one. So we'll start with this, and let's see how we'll heat it. We confirm if the board is tempered with. So a normal at my heat is you can use 320 to 340. I've applied it, and my heat I've waited, and it is now there. So I want us to see how it is operating. You see, when I'm heating, the board is keenly supported, the paste is melting properly as required. So you'll just have to be keen. Eat for a while, eat for something like 1 to 2 minutes to make sure that the supply of the you just eat, because if you are pressured to remove it quicker, you will damage the ground where it should be placed. So you just check on it when it is not still moving. So long as air is at 3.5, you can put it even up to 360, but air is what we concentrate on. The air should not be too much. So we'll just eat. You just be patient. When operating with a phone, you don't need to hurry. You just give it a time to heat as we are eating properly. Just eat it downwards, and there we go. Our stuff is removed. Now we will give it time to cool so that the downer components which we fear will be removed will also cool. You know, if it is still heated, if you remove it, they can still fall because of the shaking. So just a bit, give it something like a minute to cool down. Then we will go and check. We will do the other one, and then we will return whatever we have removed and check the conditions. Okay, so here are our components. They are still the way they were. Nothing has fallen. You see, they are the way they were. So we'll again replace it. We want to return it to see if even after the return can we still. So as I said, we will still apply our paste. When you remove it with the paste, you see, like the way it is here, it is very clean. Nothing, you will need to have nothing or subtract nothing, because it is the way it should be. Now let's check on the replacing. Want to replace it keenly. You just take your time when operating such stuffs. You don't need to worry. So when returning it, you will still eat the way I used to eat, but this time, because of the pins, you'll have to move it simultaneously. You eat from left, right, center. You don't stick on same place. You don't just stick on same place. So we just eat. As we can see, wherever you have seen it is shiny that way, just know that you've placed whatever you wanted to place. And as I advised you, let's give it 1 to 2 minutes, it cools. After cooling, we'll do the other one and check. Okay, here is what we placed. As you see, the pins are intact the way they should be, and our stuffs are intact. So that's how that's how you eat something with top components. So this is another one. I want us to work on this, but because I explained that one, I'll not explain this one. I'll assume, you know, so this one I'll just be quick, and we check after that if in case it works. So if you are enjoying the lessons, you're learning something, just make sure you subscribe, you share and you comment, so that my effort can be felt. So this one I just want to eat it. We'll just have to do it the way we did that. You just take your time until you see the tips are shiny. You see? Okay, this one we keep on moving it because in the front there are some components, in the back there are some components. So for us not to so we've removed it. I want us to go back. After giving it 1 minute, we'll have to go back and check if our components are still there. If they are not there, but I'm very sure they will be there. So our 1 minute is over. So we'll come here and check. You see, this is where we heated. Nothing moved. They are still intact the way they should be. You see? You see? They are still intact. So we will go along and replace and return it, and make sure that it's returned. So as I was saying, just make it has fell. Just make sure that you place it the way you removed it, and then you give it time. This one, after placing this way, if I heat it, wherever I heat it, the soldering paste will move it the way it should be. It will just move by itself. I just have to balance and check. You see the work of the soldering paste. And that's how we have returned it. Oh, the heating is just a minute. Just heat it 1 minute. It will be the way it should be. Then you give it time. I think you can see the way. You see? It's returned the way it should be. And our components are still the way they were. So it's not a tough thing. You just need to give yourself time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel kindly. QR Mobile Fix.